Katrina!
What? What's wrong?
Were you about to throw your apple core in the trash bin?
Yeah, where else would I put it?
I'm glad you asked. You should throw it in the compost bin.
But why should I?
I'm glad you asked. When you put your organic waste in this bin, it gets turned into compost.
But how?
My friends and I will show you.
How did I get here?
Don't worry about it. I'm here to show you how composting works. All the waste from the cafeteria's compost bins are brought to these big compost bins right here, which are then mixed with soil-filled microorganisms and water, which are turned periodically to keep exposed to oxygen.
But what does all that do?
Well, the microorganisms break down the waste, then turns it into nutrient-rich humus called compost.
Whoa, cool. Then what happens? Where am I?
We're at Mr. Wither's farm.
Why am I here?
To see where all the compost goes that leads to school. We use this to feed our plants to help them grow nice and tall.
Oh, cool. My apple core could do all that?
Yep, and more. Our compost can be delivered to families who need it all over the valley. By taking the small step of throwing your organic waste in the green compost bins, you can help support Arizona's environment.
Now, I know what you're thinking, but Luke, what sorts of things can I compost? I don't know what organic waste means. Well, my friends, never fear, because that's exactly what I'm here to tell you.
So, let's run through some things you might need to throw away at school. First, let's talk fruits and veggies. All fresh fruits and vegetables can and should be thrown into the compost bin. The operative word here, though, is fresh. If your fruits and vegetables are cooked or covered in any kind of sauce, oil, or dressing, do not throw them into the compost bin. Simply throw them in the trash instead. However, fresh fruits and vegetables, including scraps like banana peels, orange peels, strawberry leaves, apple cores, lemon rinds, etc., can and should go in the compost bin. Just remember to remove the little plastic sticker. Dried fruit can also go in the compost bin. What about fruit snacks and fruit roll-ups, you might ask? The answer is no. Fruit-flavored gummies, snacks, candies, etc. cannot go in the compost bin. Now, let's talk about eggs. The only part of an egg that can and should go into the compost bin is the shell. Coffee grounds and filters also can and should be thrown into the compost bin. If you're a tea connoisseur, tea bags that do not contain plastics can go into the compost bin. However, whether or not a tea bag contains plastic depends on the brand. Now, let's talk about some things that should never go into the compost bin. First, meat. I don't care what kind of meat. Chicken, beef, pork, steak, turkey, fish, shrimp, whatever. It cannot go into the compost bin. No animal parts can go into the compost bin either, so no bones or shrimp tails. No nuts or nut shells should go into the compost bin either. No disposable containers, cups, or utensils should go into the compost bin. That includes ones that are labeled as compostable in the stores. Those are a marketing scheme. They usually contain chemicals that don't easily break down and are usually covered in food, sauce, or oil by the time you're done with them. You're better off just throwing them in the trash. If you really want to be more environmentally conscious with your utensil and container use, we recommend using reusable silverware, lunchboxes, water bottles, and Tupperware. Next, anything that can be recycled should go into the recycling bin and not the compost bin. They are two separate bins for a reason. Leaves, grass, sticks, flowers, and other garden waste should also not go into the compost bin. On the off chance that you have animal manure with you on campus, do not throw it into the compost bin. Throw it in the trash instead. That was a lot of information, but never fear. If you're ever in doubt about whether or not an item can be composted, simply consult the sign located above every compost bin on campus. If something you are ready to throw out is not on the sign, just throw it in the trash bin and ask Dr. Ustak whether or not the item should be thrown into the compost bin next time you see her.
If you have any more questions about the composting process, please don't hesitate to ask Dr. Ustak, Madame 𝓶𝓪𝓰𝓲𝓬𝓪𝓵, or any of the fabulous members of the Forces of Nature when you see us around campus. I'll catch you later.